Hey guys, it's Sinjik here, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over all of the key bits of information that we have so far for Barely Buried. Now this is the final video in the short series on the information for all levels, and a bit like Torment Therapy, we don't have as much information for this level. Currently, the main things we know about this level is that it will take place partially in caves and partially in a forest, and the main enemies will be Mama Bear, a horrifying looking bear mascot with a massive hole in her stomach and an absolutely spine chilling smile, and these trigger teddies, which will most likely be a swarm type enemy. They've got these horrific mouldy looking faces, and we know that in their frenzy form they will take off their masks to reveal these zombie like rotting corpses underneath. We don't know what each zone will be for Barely Buried, but we do know that one of the zones will be a cave and one of the zones will be a mine shaft. Now the zone that I referred to as a mine shaft is not actually confirmed to be a mine shaft. All we know is that it's a twisting maze of corridors with tight corners in a wooden and decaying environment. It is very dark in here and you can see dirt coming through the walls, which would most likely suggest it's underground. Now cabins are not underground. And as you can see from this teaser, the cabin is very small, so the chances of the cabin being a zone are very unlikely. It is possible, however, that the cabin could lead to a zone. But look, there is nothing behind this cabin except for empty forest land. This is not a zone. Now I will go through the zones in order, however this is mostly speculation. Many people believe, and it is a very common opinion, that Zone 1 of Barely Buried will be a forest. We have had this teaser of a forest, and as much as it is confirmed to not be during one of the zones, we can see the forest does look like it goes on for ages, which would suggest at least one of the zones is a forest. Most likely Zone 1, as it would make sense that we go deeper underground throughout the level. What people are assuming is Zone 2 is what I'm going to call the mine shaft, even though, as I mentioned earlier, we do not know that that is what it is. This zone is very dimly lit with very tight corners, and you can imagine trigger teddies running around this and catching you off guard. Just imagine Mama Bear standing in here. That would be terrifying. And what seems very likely is the final zone is the caves. Now, as the name would suggest, these are simply caves, and this will be a lot more organic than the last two zones. Or maybe not the forest. Now we move on to the enemy AI. Personally, I feel like Mama Bear will work as a clown car sort of thing that can kill you. It is confirmed that she is very slow, but we see these images of trigger teddies crawling out of the hole in her stomach, as well as these noises to go along with them. This would most likely suggest that that is where the trigger teddies come from, and Vince has said that it is possible to have more trigger teddies than clown gremlins, but you don't necessarily. Which would suggest you can trigger more of these trigger teddies, most likely coming from Mama Bear's stomach. We do not know anything ability-wise about these characters, except for the fact that it does seem likely Mama Bear will spawn trigger teddies, but this is not confirmed. Boss-wise for Barely Buried, we do not know what it will be. Many people have theorized Papa Bear, but Vince has previously confirmed that this is not the case. Whether the boss is Mama Bear herself, or some kind of giant mutant trigger teddy, or maybe even some sort of rock monster. Considering that the theme is caves, this does seem like a possibility. But apart from that, we have no clue as to what this boss fight could be. That is most of the information that we have for Barely Buried at this time. So I really hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one, and be sure to keep an eye out for a video on Little Nightmares 2, which will most likely be coming later this evening, maybe around 1 o'clock if you're also in England. I'm very excited to make this video, guys. But remember to subscribe, it's free and it helps out the channel a lot, and you can always change your mind, plus it'll put us one step closer to doing a giveaway. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!